Oh boy, a lot of people that wanted to see some Elden Ring are very excited today, although I'm sure it wasn't the way Bandai Namco intended the footage to get out. Obviously, I won't be showing the footage in this video. I'll be talking about it a little bit. It's all over social media. It's all over Twitter. You'd have to try really, really hard not to find it. Like, everybody's posting it. It's all over Reddit. It's all over social media. So, like, if you want to see it, it'll take you 5 seconds on Twitter to find it. I went on Twitter and Elden Ring was trending, and I was like, boy, oh boy, did the trailer finally come out? And I was like, oh, a trailer did come out, but not the way that Bandai Namco probably intended. We'll talk about that. Also, Square Enix Japan IP are getting remakes from Forever Entertainment, the guys that brought you Panzer Dragoon. Those remakes, we'll talk about that. And the ESRB rates Katana Zero for PlayStation 4 and Demon Turf for PlayStation 5, two games that prior were not released on PlayStation platforms. Actually, Demon Turf isn't even out yet. Katana Zero saw a release on a couple of platforms, not a PlayStation platform. We'll talk about that at the end of this video, but yes, a leaked Elden Ring trailer is being circulated online. It's pretty much everywhere at this point. From what I can tell and what people are saying, this does look to be an earlier build of the game. I believe it circulated sometime last year, or it was created last year, and apparently there's going to be new footage coming soon. I mean, if this trailer is going around, I would imagine that the footage itself is coming soon. Sometimes there are, you know, theories that development studios and publishers do this intentionally to just get people talking about the game, and I don't completely doubt that in this case. I do feel like questioning the validity of the leak itself, you know, who cares about that? What the point at hand here is Elden Ring is finally getting some updated information, and I think we're actually going to be seeing some new information about the game and new content of the game very soon, official content that isn't, you know, off screen and things like that. The trailer shows a significant amount of game footage, and I don't know, I'm liking the look of the game. Dragons and all that, horseback riding, the combat looks pretty sleek. I'm excited for it. I'm not even big on From Software like a lot of other people, but I did love the Demon's Souls remake. Obviously, that was a remake done by Bluepoint, but the fundamental design was done by From Software. Sekiro was pretty good. Demon's Souls, and I loved Bloodborne. Bloodborne was the game that I enjoyed the most from Software, and I got super into that game. Whether they do, you know, a Bloodborne 2 at some point, I really hope they do, or a remaster on PlayStation 5, up to visuals, frame rates, things of that nature. But I know everybody and their mother is excited for Elden Ring, and it's one of those games that got announced, got a lot of buzz given who was involved with the game, and then it just went MIA for so long and we didn't hear about it. When was it announced? I believe E3 of 2019. Obviously, you always got to throw in the pandemic nature of the world, and things are being seemingly delayed, but yeah, it's been a while and people are super excited about the game. And again, I think with this circulating, I do believe we're finally going to get new footage of the game soon. There's some rumblings by the end of this month. I take everything about Elden Ring with a grain of salt, but the, you know, footage that's circulating right now looks quite good, so check it out for yourself. It's all over social media. You're not going to have to try that hard to find it, but I think it looks pretty solid. So yeah, take that for what you will. Alright, next up, Square Enix, one of my favorite publishers ever, and they have a back catalog of some amazing games. Obviously, most people know them for Final Fantasy, you know, Kingdom Hearts, Dragon Quest a little bit, and a couple of other IPs, but they have a legacy of incredible games, and it looks like Forever Entertainment is going to develop multiple remakes based on Square Enix Japan IP. Noted, Forever Entertainment has entered into an agreement to develop and release multiple game remakes based on one intellectual property owned by Square Enix Japan, the company announced. The name of the property will be announced separately at the launch of a worldwide marketing campaign. The remakes will feature new visuals while maintaining the same gameplay and scenario from the original versions. Release dates will be announced separately. Forever Entertainment will also receive over 50% of sales for each copy of the game sold across all platforms. Win-win. Forever Entertainment get to do something that's going to bring them a lot of attention, a lot of notoriety. Square Enix gets to outsource something and they get to make money as well. It's a win for everyone involved, and I think this is going to do really well. What could that IP be? Got a couple options. Dragon Quest has a lot of games in its history, and, you know, remakes of earlier Dragon Quest titles, I think people would be all over that. You've got other games such as Star Ocean, some of the earlier Star Ocean games, and then you have more niche titles like Valkyria Profile. However, if this deems to be successful, I think this can open up a floodgate for Square Enix to do a lot of remakes of their legacy titles, just because, yes, everybody wants to see new Final Fantasy games, everybody wants to see new Dragon Quest games. However, there's a plethora of games that, you know, a younger audience never got to experience. of the Final Fantasy VIs of the world, the Final Fantasy IVs of the world, all those great games that people would like to see ground-up remakes for. Obviously, you can't go balls to the walls Final Fantasy VII remake mode on everything under the sun, just because that is a significant undertaking and that's going to cost a lot of money, but new visuals for a game like FF4, I know there's the DS version, but a little bit better of a remake on that. You know, FF6, FF8, FF9, there's a lot of games. Xenogears, I mean, everybody and their mothers want to see a remake of Xenogears or remastering. The fact that we aren't preserving Xenogears is honestly very, very unfortunate, and that is one of the iconic RPGs of all time. Unfortunately, it's not aging all too well, so to get a refresh on that game would be incredible. Just thinking about all of the Square Enix games that have come out over the last, few years, there's a lot of good stuff that they can work on, and, like a Valkyria profile, a Xenosaga, I'm trying to think of games off the top of my head. Was Crimson Gem Saga done by, Square Enix? I don't believe it was. That was a pretty cool PSP RPG. Yeah, it wasn't done by Square Enix. A lot of times I just associate a lot of JRPGs I played in my youth with Square Enix, and sometimes they're not done by Square Enix. But yeah, a lot of great titles that have potential to be remade from a Square Enix standpoint. Again, they're not going to probably get the Final Fantasy VII remake treatment, but hey, a little bit of an overhaul, that'd be really nice. Lastly, I do want to note that ESRB has rated both Katana Zero for PlayStation 4 and Demon Turf for PlayStation 5. Katana Zero was an old school action platformer that dropped a couple of years ago, back in April of 2019. Super old school look, a very positive reception on Steam, an 83 on Metacritic, 29,900 reviews on Steam, 98% positive. That is a very, very positive reception for that game, and if you're a fan of slick, action-oriented titles with, again, a nostalgic look, I think you're really going to dig that. Hopefully that drops on PlayStation 4 soon. An ESRB rating is usually a pretty good indication that the game would be coming on the said platform. Demon Turf is an upcoming platformer, a 3D platformer that was noted to be releasing on PC and Xbox, I believe, but now with an ESRB rating for PlayStation 5 version, sounds like a PS5 version will be dropping as well, so that's another game to add to the library. Personally speaking, Katana Zero is definitely the game that I'm excited to see get a PlayStation transition. I think that's a game that a lot of people will be all over, so hopefully that comes sooner rather than later. And that's gonna wrap up this one. Again, Elden Ring. The trailer is circulating everywhere. Hey, it's not an official trailer drop, but at least we're getting something, and I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on that. Forever Entertainment to develop multiple remakes based on a Square Enix Japan IP. Sound off in the comments. What do you want to see? Xenosaga, Star Ocean, Valkyria profile. I can throw these games out and out, and there's a lot that they can work with. And then ESRB has rated Katana Zero for PS4 and Demon Turf for PlayStation 5. That's going to wrap up this one. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.